So here's I'm back, and we are doing a rear diff cover on my Ford Ranger today, my red truck. I got most of the bolts out. It's stripping right now. Every single bolt I have to bring in here, put on the vise to knock out because they're about shot, but probably gonna reuse them and send them. It's only the heads that are shot. I'm gonna try cleaning them up the best and see what they look like after, but every single bolt I got a pound on, pain in the butt. I've already wire welded it all down, but I have a new pan and gasket and fluid, so that's what we are working on right now, and I will probably get back to you guys when I get these last 3 bolts out. Alright, so cover's off. I just cleaned the surface, cleaned the diff out with mixed gas. Not saying that's the best to use, but it's all I had after I cleaned the surface. I had to get all the shit out of there, cleaned it up. I'm waiting for the gas to evaporate, blah, blah, blah. I have my diff cover here, and my gasket there, oil. I just cleaned up all the bolts. They're right here. So we're getting places. So next, I will probably get back to you, honestly, when I have the cover on. I really gotta figure out a filming situation, like a tripod or something. I could video myself doing the whole thing, but I'm not that type of person. But I also put underglow on the truck last night. I will show you guys that in this video if I remember. I should do it next clip so I don't forget, but I gotta stop the video to turn them on. I can turn them on. Well, I could use the remote. Actually, I'll just do that so I don't forget. They're controlled by my phone, but there is also a remote for them. Look at that, the remote works too. All right, so there's a fuse under my hood. They're hooked up to my battery, the relay, blah blah blah. It's all right there. But with the remote, I can come back here, point it at one of the individual pods, and it just switches the light color, which is sweet. Let's see. Everyone says they like the white. There's 3 on each side. One there, one there, and one right there. Wiring ain't the best, but it's there. They work. They haven't fallen off yet. But me personally, I like the red because it matches truck, but they're not very bright on red, and they're turned all the way up. But they got all sorts of different colors and modes. That's a pretty cool color too. I did not use the fuse that came with them. So the backstory behind these lights are, my grandpa came up, gave them to me, and said, I want to see them on your truck. So I threw them on. He ordered them off some website and got them for cheap. But I got looking at them before I put them on, because I wasn't going to put them on, because I kind of figured they were cheap. But they're actually kind of decent lights. I got to tuck these wires still. But the lights have a little gasket. They're waterproof without the gasket too. The wires have sealer going around it. They're pretty nice lights, honestly. And he said he got them for cheap, but I got looking at them. I put them on. I said, screw it, I'll put them on. They look kind of decent. But like I said, I wired up my own fuse. It had an inline fuse, which I don't mind, but I just don't trust their wiring. I threw my own fuse on it. Has their controller relay thing for the little box. I put a little Ziploc baggie over it for it don't get wet, because it didn't look very waterproof. So I put a Ziploc baggie with zip ties and electrical tape on each side. Won't keep it completely dry, but hopefully it'll help. But yeah, thing's pretty mint, and they change all colors, so we'll see how long they last, but I think they look good. All right, I'm gonna wait till that gas evaporates, clean it out with something else probably after that. I don't know what. Should have got brake clean, but I didn't. And then throw that cover on. I'll get back to you guys. All right, so cover's on. Flash is not working at the moment. I put my stock tires on with some spacers. I'll try to remember to put a picture of it in this video with my underglow on and whatever. But threw stocks on it with spacers, just see how it looks, run it for a day. I've never driven this truck with spacers either till tonight. Kinda, I don't know, I gotta drive for a little while. But they're either 1-inch or 2-inch spacers all the way around, and I have stocks on it. Got my oil paint, my rear diff cover done. I have this dry mat. Well, it's a little oily on this end, but up there, it's all dry. I'll come out in the morning, see how it is. Hopefully no drips. Hasn't dripped yet. I took it for a test drive, no drips. So, paint diff cover is on. That was the main objective for tonight. You guys seen the underglow. I threw some stocks on it, but until next time, which probably won't be long, because there's a million projects going around right in my shop right at the moment. So I'll get back to you whenever the next project comes up. Who knows what it'll be. So talk to you guys then. Later.